Hey, what's up guys? This is BQ here coming at you with another video. I wanted to share my Stasis build that's going to be centered around the Ager Scepter. So this is my endgame PvE build for any high level activities, just like raids, dungeons, and literally you're pretty much unkillable at this point. So you pretty much can freeze anything and you're unkillable. Starting with the aspects, I got Bleak Watcher. So with the Bleak Watcher, you know, you can hold down your grenade, your turret. The beautiful about this is that the constant damage will cause it to freeze. And whereas this comes into play. Glacial Harvest, and what that does is freezing targets gets the Stasis shards. So the Stasis shards, right, is going to synergize with the build that we're making right now. Couple of fragments that you want to run is Stasis shards retract to your position. That way you don't have to run in and die and trying to get a shard in an overshield, you know. I usually run with the Stasis crystal temporarily boost your grenade recharge. So Whisper or shards is a good option as well. That way you'll get your abilities back plus having an overshield. Usually with the Whisper of Fissures, usually what that does is produces a bigger AoE. So when you hit or free somebody, pretty much anybody in the vicinity is going to get frozen, which means anything frozen is going to be Glacial Harvest with the shards. Increases damage. You want a lot more damage. Damage is always a good thing. And rhyme, you know, overshield. Kind of cheesy, but whatever. So I have it kind of synergized with this build. So basically with this, it actually freezes enemies the longer you hold it down. And what that does is it creates a shard for you. So this gun literally is just a shard form at this point. Creates a shard for you, tracks to your position, and it will synergize with the build I have currently over on my armor side. This is also good. Subsistence and Reservoir Burst. Literally, you'll have every hit that you get, pretty much anything you blow up, you can continue blowing up because Subsistence it just reloads to the max, and Reservoir Burst is literally when you reload. So that's always a really good option, especially help with that AoE damage as well. And then Reed's Regret. Get this in trials. Vorpal triple tap, really good in high level activities, especially with you know, champions and things of that nature. Vorpal will work on them. So going into the armor build, Eye of Another World pretty much gives you 20 on each of your abilities. The buff is actually kind of nuts. It just synergizes real beautifully with the shards that you're going to get. I have Elemental Shards, Font of Might, and Grenade Kickstart, you know, because we want a lot of grenades. We want to just freeze everything in our path at this point. Protective Light. It gets better. It gets better. Trust me. Hold on. You got Elemental Dilation, and you got Elemental Charge. So with the Elemental Charge, right, you get Elemental Charge off a shard. Elemental Shards. Kind of seeing how that kind of goes and synergizes with both of them. Then you have Font of Might to give you the boost in weapon damage for your 2 Stasis guns. Protective Light. Protective Light, literally when you get low on health and your charge of light times 2, you have resistance times 4. This is actually really good to combat enemies, or higher level enemies that you're just probably struggling with. Gives you a little bit time to actually react a little bit to their attack. And Elemental Time Dilation. So what this does is increase the timer of any mods that you have on with Elemental Wells. Font of Might has a longer time that my Stasis weapons will be damage will be increased. So damage will be increased for another 2 seconds, so it'll be 9 seconds weapon damage for both of these. And then you have your overshield. your overshield actually goes up to 12 seconds. Yep, it goes up 12 seconds. I didn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. At first it says 10 seconds right now. No, it goes to 12 seconds. So apparently it actually works with your shards. So it kind of synergizes with the build that I have here. This is where the conduction will come in. This is where the shards will track. That way you will have multiple abilities going through your mods on your right side of the screen. So you got your weapon boost, you got your overshield, and you got your charge of light, which will give you the protective light if you get under a certain health threshold. Here you can see another example where conduction of shards tracks to you, get charge of light, get your overshield. This one right here, this is located into the new dungeon, Master Dungeon 1360, and this right here is Vogue. Literally all you have to do, Sherpas, is just let them freeze everything and you'll be gold. Like, I'm literally standing here waiting for the shield at this point. It's a good build. Y'all should really try it. If you liked the video, like, comment, and subscribe.